Hi, everybody. How's it going? Let me just lighten things up here a little bit. Happy Thanksgiving to all my Jeez, sorry about that. My phone did something really goofy there. Yes, that's a vacuum you hear in the background. Nancy is here. Actually, her sister was here also. And um, remember me paying Howie to clean? God bless him, he tries, and it looks good. But these girls deep clean. So much so, they're coming back on Monday to finish the job. We're watching with my mom. Food is in the oven. Hey, Vincent Pellegrino, Raph. Okay, let me say hi to everybody. Let me say hi to everybody that is here. Betty Randall, Gary Carey, Helen always being me, Joe Mama, Kara Krantz, Little Debbie, Lynn Marie, Nighthawk, Samoa, Raph Jolie, Rena Vesey, Sandy Candy, Sue Bass, and Terry White. All right, let me pop out my chat. Oh my goodness, and of course Gracie is here. Let me just pop out my chat here. And make sure you're on live chat, not top chat. Where'd you go, Grace? Oh yeah, she was in her crate earlier today. And because while Nancy and Franny were bringing stuff in, because she wanted to get right, I said so. But I have the door pinned open, so I got her to actually stay in the crate with the door open until the girls brought all their stuff in. Hey, Granny Frammy, make sure you're on live chat, not top chat. Hey, Vicky Lemire, Monique Yap, Seashell, aloha. How is Kauai today? Happy Thanksgiving from the U.S., even though y'all had yours in October. Trust me, every day is a day for Thanksgiving right now. I was up until after 1 o'clock in the morning canning chicken. I only had one seal fail, and it was a Bernardin lid. And it could be because I was too tired. Just trying to get things organized. Like if you notice, all my gift stuff is in here, waiting for me to wrap, which is what thought I was going to do today. I was going to do amazing things today. I was going to put the lights on my tree and cut snowflakes and all kinds of stuff. I've done dick. Not going to stay, but at least here to say hi. How's it going, Super Hazer? A beautiful Thanksgiving day. Hope everyone is having a happy Thanksgiving too. Thank you for teaching me how to make pumpkin pie. We love it. My daughter loved the pumpkin powder. Happy Thanksgiving to your family. Our Thanksgiving was last month. And it's really not Thanksgiving. It's more, we just call it Thanksgiving, Canadian Thanksgiving. If you see me scratching, but look at how big my bun's getting. You know, my hair is like just below my bra, like around where my bra crosses my back. It's getting really bloody long. Oh, good. I'm glad you're doing okay, honey. Sorry I did not make Tuesday night. Married 33 years. Oh, was it your anniversary? Oh, my foot hurts. Hey, Rosie Slade. And Felicia Varela. Happy Thanksgiving, Mrs. Bev. I hope that you and your husband enjoy the day together. Can't wait to see what Christmas videos and blogs that you put up to see. Well, I'm starting tomorrow. I'm going to be... What's tomorrow? Friday. I'm going to bake. I'm going to bake tomorrow. So... Oh God, my foot and ankle. And Nancy said, did you drop something on it? I said, no, honey. It's called fibromyalgia and arthritis. It's just, things are always on their thing. So 33 years. Wow. Made maple bourbon and pear butter and about to make applesauce. Wow. I'm okay, folks. Not super, but I'm not doing bad either. That's the way to look at it, sweetheart. Do you notice one side of your hair grows faster than the other side? I don't know. I really don't. All I know is I'm no longer putting it in a ponytail or a messy bun at bed because I notice it's pulling my hair out. So what I did last night is I had my shower before I went to bed, but my hair was wet. So I just flipped my hair right down and I bent right over and I did a braid and then put a little loose elastic in it and then flipped it back, and the braid was like kind of loose all over my head. And that was just perfect. Hi, dear Julia from Florida. Hope you're having a happy Thanksgiving. Susie G. Mine sure does. Really? Huh. I never noticed. I really never noticed. Excuse me. I didn't up till after 1, and I had one person. Do you remember I put up a post in Facebook explaining why things were going to be patchy between now and January with live streams and videos and stuff. And of course, I got some grumbling, and I said, well, what's the problem? Maybe I can address it. Well, you're just going to justify it and all this stuff, right? And I went, and there's, people rely on you, and, we need it, and la, 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 la. And I got really upset. I allowed this person to get under my skin. So I did another post saying, look, this is what's going on in my life, and I'm sorry if I can't stay the same person you met when I first started this channel, right? Well, and you guys all read the post, right? So mine does. So I did this long post explaining, that I've been on YouTube for 11 years. Of course, I'm not going to be the same person I was. I've done a lot of growing. Okay, I think I've done a lot of growing. B, I'm old. Okay, 11 years on YouTube, when you've got fibromyalgia, that's like 44 in fibro years. Okay? And C, familiarity breeds contempt came to mind. So anyway, I explained it, and instead of coming into that explanation and saying, whatever, she went back to the original one and said, there she blows. A, saying that she expected me to lose my shit. B, she called me a friggin' whale, didn't she? And C, familiarity breeds contempt. So I'm going to drop an F-bomb here in a second, folks. So if there's children, please plug their ears. I said, you know what? If you've been with me this long, I've earned the right to say, fuck off. Right? Because you couldn't even, like, she put this statement in there and expected everybody to get ugly at her. It's like she was just stirring up shit. Right? And she didn't even make the comment where people would see it. There she blows. It's like, you know what? I've snoozed you for 30 days. I don't need that kind of crap, especially in the Connected Hearts. Because all I ended up doing was unloading on you guys, right? No, because she has been with me for she has been with our half-acre homestead for about 6 years, right? But the thing is I had to very carefully explain, I am not an entertainer. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not even, I look at Noreen's kitchen. And Noreen's kitchen, she mentored me. But then she went way beyond me because I wanted to remain pretty loyal to who I am. I'm not going to bow to make a YouTube studio channel. I also don't have a husband who's my professional, who's now my cameraman and probably her editor. Or I don't have her daughters that, were handling her social media at one point. You know what I mean? I don't have all of that. Okay? I am the camera crew. I am the lighting crew. I am the editor. And I am the person in the videos. And I am the person who sets it up and cleans up afterwards and does the editing. Okay? That gets really, really, really wears you down. Well, exactly. I'm not putting Noreen down. I'm just saying I don't have the backup that she has, right? She has 30 days to get her head out of her rear. Well, the thing is what I want to say, and I want to make really clear without hurting anybody's feelings, is that just because I'm in front of the camera almost every single day does not mean, and I've opened most of my life and home to you, and property and life to you guys. Most of. But just because I have done that does not give anybody the right to make demands of me. I do what I can when I can, and I do it with love. But you don't get to decide where my channel goes and who I am supposed to be. Does that make sense? And for the naysayers, am I perfectly clear? Right? Oh, thank you. Thank you. So I wanted to get that kind of off my chest because I'm going to remove that post, because what this did was took me sharing information with you all so that you wouldn't feel like, yeah, you're going to feel cut loose a little bit, right? Because of the holidays. Everybody's doing stuff, okay? But I put it out to let you know kind of where I'm at so that nobody gets confused. It's not an opportunity to gripe. I'm sharing that with you because I love you and I want you guys to know where I am, right? It's not an opportunity for somebody to tell me what I should be doing for them. Thank you, Michelle. Okay. Oh, wow. The chat. Oh, geez. There's 120 of us in here. You're a strong woman, Bev. I enjoy you. If my channel would be big now, I would have to let them down because I'm ill. Nobody should. Exactly. That's the thing, right? I'm not mad. I'm just making, let's talk about past and put. One of the things I said was I like to think that I have grown, that you've watched me grow mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually over the last 11 years. Yeah, I'm a little more gimpy than normal, than ever, because I'm getting older. But I'm also more mobile, if that makes any sense. Yes, I still have pain, but now I'm learning to manage it in a way that I'm not causing more because of stress. Right? Where was I going with this? Okay, so you guys I like to think that I have grown more as a person. And I made a mistake. Okay? I made the same mistake I made when I wasn't very clear with family members about boundaries in my home. So I'm making the boundaries clear now. Okay? It's been 11 years and you guys are huge portions of my life. And I love you and I'm here for you as much as I can be, and you guys are always here for me. But this is not all of my life. I sleep. I eat. I watch TV with my husband. I shop occasionally. I fold laundry. All of these things were getting backed up because I felt obligated. And I don't want to feel obligated in my relationship with you. Does that make sense? Because this relationship is a relationship, isn't it? Are we all happy with Bev? Oh, yes, absolutely. Let's medicate. Hey, Chloe. Tony DeLuca, how's it going? Exactly. And I beat you to it, Terry. Ha, ha, ha. I beat Terry to... Once something becomes a job, it takes the joy out of it. Absolutely. And these live streams, and make no mistake, I'm probably going to live stream almost every day come January. Why? Because January is my downtime month. Okay? Oh, so the cleaning crew came. And I got it. Did I already talk about this? Did I already talk about this? How I paid Howie to clean the house? And you know, he did a Howie's cleaning job, right? Like he organized my pantry and he swept the floors, and anything he didn't know where it was or it was attached to me, it either went in the bedroom, the office, or the pantry so that it was hidden. It brings out the worst in people. Ralph Jolie says, Bev, Ron says that don't let the turkeys let you down. Don't let the turkeys get... I'm not worried about it. But I did let it get under my skin. To the point where I actually sent a message telling that person to F off. Right? And then I realized I allowed that to happen. It's not on them. It's on me. It's me who was up at 1 o'clock in the morning venting at my husband while he was trying to sleep. Right? That's on me. Because I let somebody think it was just all too familiar. Right? I let somebody get under my skin, and that just doesn't happen. I know. So anyway, the thing is, he did a man's cleaning. Thank you. Yes, he did a man's cleaning, right? The floors were swept. But I'm telling you, Nancy's been here since what? 11:30, noon? And her sister had to leave. And they haven't even gone near the downstairs yet. They're like, Nancy's like, can we come back on Monday and finish? I said, absolutely. Absolutely. Don't care what it takes. Right? Because this girl is my friend. And so I have no problems saying, you do whatever you think needs to be done within whatever I've paid you. You just do what you need to. I trust your judgment. So she said, okay, well, we're going to come back on Monday. She's still, you can hear my washing machine. I mean, this girl peers into fridges and laundry hampers and under sinks. Nothing escapes Nancy. Nothing. Right? So Nancy has been reinstalled as my, I hate to say cleaning lady. I really do, because she's my friend. But she's going to come back out every 2 months. Or every like twice a month. Just to make sure that this huge cleaning that's getting done right now. And really, at the house, tidied up, it didn't look bad. But it doesn't feel clean until Nancy's cleaned it. Because Nancy cleans like I used to. When I could still clean, right? Autumn Gypsy, hey, exactly. Everybody's sending their love, Nancy. She says, hi, everybody. I'm gonna hopefully get her to poke her head in, but I've already called her in the office a couple of times, and she's like that.
Hi, everybody.
Can you finish closing the curtain, honey? she has to Bev, stop calling me into the office. I gotta get my work done, right? So send Nancy to Kentucky. Listen, if I could clone like Howard, if I could clone Nancy, I'd be a billion gazillion trillionaire. Gazillion megagillionaire. Trust me. Because like Franny kept saying, your plant needs to be repotted. Can I take it home or whatever? It's like, yeah. You sure you want to do that? And she said, what do you want me to do with these Christmas things? And I said, look, I haven't even finished emptying out that china cabinet. Just do what you want, right? She said, really? I said, you and Nancy are like my kids. I trust your judgment. Nancy knows how I like things because we work together at the bakery, right? So I love your numbers. What numbers? What numbers? Bloody right, she's a gem. And not only that, she works as a gardener all spring, summer, and fall. So in the summertime, I'm probably going to lose Nancy down to about once a month, if not more. But I mean, I'm going to be able to keep, and then we'll just do a fall cleaning, right? Like we'll do a spring cleaning, and then summer I can put her along and spring cleaning. We'll look after things. So gazillion, million, billion, gadillionaire. Yeah, exactly. One of the hardest working people I know, next to my husband. And so, hey, clever you, just got in from shopping for essentials. Proud to see everyone masked as our bubble has burst. Yeah. I hugged Nancy. Shh. But I'm pretty sure she's so steeped in cleaning fluids that I'm not going to catch anything, right, Nancy? I confess to the hug. I don't think she can hear me. So, anyway. Did I tell you I ordered 3 cookbooks to give away? I made it. Just went to the grocery store, and once again, no TP. Are the grocery stores open on Thanksgiving in the U.S.? Oh no, Laura, you're Canadian. Duh. Hence the Canadian heart as your thing. I'm telling you. Is that a siren I'm hearing? No, okay. Our volunteer fire department has a siren. It's the vacuum. I tell you, I'm losing my hearing. Hello from Virginia, Karen Capola. Happy Thanksgiving. Yes, most stores are open, limited hours. Huh? Really? Not a lot open here in the U.S. this year. TP shortage in northern BC too. Yay! Hey, Lisa Martin. So, what's going on is I have been kind of glued to my chair all day. Really. I'm just so friggin' tired. And I've ordered pizza. And Howie's picking it up in 20 minutes and coming home. And there she is.
Hi, everybody.
Where did you find that?
Under the bed.
This is my family ring. Remember you were asking? Oh, I found my wedding rings. I'll be right back. No, somebody was asking me if I had wedding rings. I do, and I found them. It must have fallen out of the box when I was... It must have fallen out of the box when I Isn't that weird? I was just looking at the rings last night. And I had them on. But this one, they fell out of the box. Did I bring them in here? I can't figure out. I put them in a safe place. Put them in a safe place. This is my family ring. This is garnet, which is me, aquamarine, which is Howie, and then 2 amethysts for our sons. If you notice, we're flanking our boys. Isn't that funny? That's odd as a duck. I just can't find what I did with my ring box. Yeah, that was a Christmas gift one year. But it's got a cut in it, and I have to get it sanded out. So I'll wear it for now. But I have 3 rings, and they're welded together. I'll only wear it for a little while, just because my it's got a little rough spot on the gold, and I'm allergic to gold. I have to use white gold. Anybody in shutdown? Well, it's kind of weird here in Canada. Like, Howie works in Ontario and we live in Quebec. Okay, so we span 2 provinces, right? And he has to answer a questionnaire every day when he goes into work. And if I'm, it's because I'm in a lot of pain and I've been medicating all day. But I'm going to tell you, they're totally different. It should be, I know they're leaving it up to the provincial premiers to decide how to do things, but it's kind of stupid if you ask me. Thank you, Brigitte. Hey, Brigitte! UK weed. Betcha it is. Okay, so in Ontario, I don't know all the details because I don't watch the news, but in Ontario, they're shutting down all the small businesses, and they're only leaving like big box stores and stuff open. Whereas in Montreal, they're encouraging people to shop at the small businesses and support local businesses. Ford's gonna kill Ontario. So that's all me for politics. When I started cleaning business, almost lost a few fingers. Well, when I worked at the bakery is when I started developing ring eczema. And I think it was because I would get stuff under the rings, and I used a lot of bleach. In the bakery. Our governor tried telling us we can't have more than 10 people in our house at a time. Well, here, you can have gatherings up to 10, as long as you follow certain protocols. Like Nancy being in my house, we both should be wearing masks, but no, it's not the COVID, it's the cannabis. Mrs. V, how well does medical marijuana work on pain in comparison to opioids? Oh, there is no comparison. Oh, I'm glad you asked, but I mean, for the people who have not heard this before, opioids. Okay, we have receptors in our brain for cannabinoids and opioids. Okay. Developing story. The locks were okay, whatever. I have my phone. I don't have the do not disturb on because in case Howie needs to call. Hi, UK weed. How's it going? Okay. Opioids and cannabis. Now we both have we have both receptors in our brain, but opioids today are bastardized. Okay? They are a far cry from the poppy they came from. They are a chemical reproduction that targets the pain centers. And all it does is kill pain. Now, I don't need to remind people that we have pain for a reason. It tells us how to behave, how to move, how not to behave, how to treat it. It tells us when there's something wrong and how to look after it to a certain degree. But if you kill the pain, you don't know if you're doing something that will cause more damage because you can't feel the pain properly. Okay? Cannabis is not an opioid. Okay? And you can't overdose on it. Okay? Well, you can, right? I mean, if you drink a whole bottle of concentrated edible oil or something, well, that's on you. You know, if you're going to be stupid. It may not kill you, but it'll fry you up really good. Right? But cannabis is an herb until it gets processed. And the farther away you get from the plant, parsley, the farther you get away from the actual plant, the farther it's processed, the more it can interfere. But it's still a far cry from opiates, right? Cannabis is not a painkiller. It is a pain manager. Make sense? Finally, we're done. Hey, Steven, how's it going? You know what? I've ordered pizza. And I've got now until Monday. I was up late canning and trying to organize things like presents and stuff and getting things organized so that Nancy didn't have to move stuff to clean, right? Oh, I'm glad you're doing well, honey. No overdose, true. Yeah. So I mean, manager. It's a manager. That's right, exactly. So, speaking of, so I have spent the day dealing with, well, I wrote a nice big long letter to my family. I did some journaling on my feelings. So now that I know where they come from and where I am responsible for them, I'm good. Depending on what pain, it might even kill it for a while, but indeed more of a manager. Well, I have been looking into what's the name for magic mushrooms, psyllium, blah 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 blah, and you know, somebody said, "Oh, you're going to get really screwed up." And it's like, no. I bought 3 grams of medicinal grade magic mushrooms. And I would take them at no more than 1/4 to 1/2 gram at a time. And 1/2 gram was like, right, you know, and it took me months to use that. And the trick was, if I used like 1/4 gram, and I smoked a joint, they worked in conjunction. And for an hour or so, I was completely pain-free. And the only time I'm pain-free is when I'm under anesthetic. Right? Hey, Sue Walters! So, triptides, basically, that's the chemical within. Or tripticides or something. Thank you. But the thing is, they are a hallucinogen. So if it goes back to switching in your brain, medicine and street drug. This is where I had to change. I had to do a lot of soul searching for months and journaling and going through my AA background and everything in order to switch marijuana. I know I have Freaky Fridays and I make it fun, but really it's all about pain management for me. Okay. So I had to switch it from a street drug in my psyche to a medicine. And I've done the same with the mushrooms. And it took me months and months and months to use 3 grams, right? Because I wasn't using it to get screwed up. I was using it in conjunction with marijuana to be pain-free. And I mean, not pain-free where I could hurt myself like if I was on opioids, but pain-free where I could sit here right now and not catalog any pain to you. Right now, I'm smoking a joint and my left shoulder's buggered, the upper right foot, the upper right crown of my foot going into the ankle is just killing me. My lower back is sore, and if I move, my knees will hurt, and both my wrists are really sore right in here from the canners. Now that's all off the top of my head, but that's a pain that's like that humming in the background. It's just there. Okay, I choose not to acknowledge it, but I know it's there, so I'm physically moving accordingly, right? That, when I took the quarter gram of the magic mushroom with the marijuana, there was nothing to register. I was just comfortable sitting still. See, because even sitting still, I'm in pain, right? So, happy, happy Turkey Day. Hunger pangs have gone away. Happy, happy Turkey Day. Happy Turkey Day. Eat me! Wasn't that the Addams Family or something? That's horrible, Bev. What's horrible? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said eat me. You need a card for the shrooms then. No. I think it's one of those things that's just flying under the wire. So I think it's just one of those things that's flying under the wire. Oh, my pain. Well, yeah, I'm always in pain. Like, they have the scale for pain. There's dark green, which is totally pain-free. Then there's light green, which means, you're going to have some uncomfortableness if you do anything out of the ordinary. And then there's yellow, where the pain is humming in the background, but you're able to ignore it like I am right now. While I'm sitting, I'm able to ignore it. Gold is I have to medicate. Orange is I have to medicate more than twice in a day, and I have to get into my power lift chair and turn the heat on. Red is I don't get out of bed. So I never have been below yellow. Never been below yellow in years and years and years. Except when I did the quarter gram and smoked a joint. And when I sat here, I felt there was I didn't have to do a mental inventory of what was hurting because I couldn't feel it. As long as I just sat here and, Well, just be careful. Andrew! Hey, how was Yorkshire tonight, darling? Sorry, bad eye day. Hey, Christelle, how are you, darling? And Linda Mick. Oh, it's wonderful. It's so nice to see everybody. And Tina Castles. You know what, though, Brigitte? I wouldn't know any other way. I really don't. So that's why. Oh, and thank you for reminding, my new moringa showed up. And this is Gracie outside, Nance? I have to go let Gracie in. This is non-GMO, eco-certified, gluten-free vegetable caps, 500 milligrams for vegetable. Now, this moringa it is the full plant. It's made with roots, leaves, and stems, I believe. And so I just got this, and I'm saying the moringa and the, I got to take it now because I'm going to be eating within the hour. The moringa and the CalMag, yes, I'm going to change from Jameson, but the calcium, magnesium, and D3 are making a huge difference in my daily. Moringa is a plant from India that it took me years for somebody to talk me into trying it because I'm really, really have to be really careful and do research. Because just because something is natural doesn't mean you can't react to it, right? For instance, white willow bark is aspirin. It is nature's aspirin. I cannot take aspirin. Therefore, I would not be able to have white willow bark tea. It would burn a hole through my stomach lining. So, hey, Robin Rose. Well, even for an hour, even for an hour where I can hang out on Freaky Friday with my friends and feel the warmth and the tingling climb all over my skin, listen to my heart beating, and be able to mentally relax everything in my body because I can be in my body. That's what those do for you. But you got to be really careful. You're not there to get screwed up. You're there to heighten your pain relief. Yeah, it's actually, yeah, I can't take calcium without magnesium, or else all the calcium does is build up nodes on your joints and stuff, right? Because you can't absorb it properly. So you got to have calcium and magnesium together. And I can't take Epsom salts baths. However, whenever we go to Florida, I make sure I get my feet in the water at least once. And so this is making a difference too. So hang on, I gotta go let Grace for you. I'll be right back. Oh! She's a brick house. Oh, it feels so much cleaner, Nancy. So much cleaner. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay, so anyway, take care, Helen. Mwah. Bev, time for bed, so stay safe and God bless. Take care, sweetheart. Mwah. Good night, God bless. I'll be going soon, but not too soon. Make sure to disclaim from time to time. Oh, yeah, I'm not a medical professional in any way, shape, or form. I'm not a therapist. I'm not an expert in herbal remedies or pharmaceuticals. I just share my experience, strength, and hope. All right? You guys need to make up your own minds. Thank you, Super Hazer. Just my, are you going to send me some Reiki, baby? Just my right foot and ankle and my left shoulder are the worst right now. So, thank you. Thank you, Jochen. Thank you, baby. Nope, I make my bed. That's all I makes up. Well, I'll tell you something. She's doing laundry and everything. God love her. And I, but you know, laundry's like running water. It never stops. It's like a spring, you know? Anybody use bladder pads? I gotta tell you this. It's like they're bigger than regular pads, and I'm sorry for the men who have to hear this, but they have these peel off backs, right? And my garbage can in the bathroom has a, you know, raise and lower lid and all that stuff. But every once in a while, you know, you'll open the lid and they'll go, surprise! and all these things, all these paper things will pop out like confetti. And it's like, it startles the shit out of you. I'm getting old. So, thank you, honey. Thank you. Sorry for the men. The men that can't listen to this should look for another stream. I made my first apple pie today. I wish you could try it. I've learned so much from your channel. Oh, honey, that's wonderful. Oh, my goodness. Look who's here. Oh, my goodness. Come on. Come on. She's a brick. Oh, your paws are all wet. She's a brick house. Oh. Did you just burp in my face? Seriously, Gracie. Oh, your ears are so cold, baby. It was outside too long. What were you out there, 15 minutes? Oh, you poor thing. Not long enough to break out in hives, though, right? Okay. Why are you licking my shirt? You just got it all wet. All right. You go lay down. Let me crotch it. Oh, yes. There you go. Yes, you can go in and lay down in your crate. It's not going to bother you. I made her stay in it when they were first coming in without closing the door, by voice. Get back in there. And so she just kind of laid there realizing, I can just lay through the open door, right? Your coffee grind. Oh, God, look at the wet spot. A wet spot. Bev, your coffee grinder, did you use the regular blade or spice attachment? It has that? The KitchenAid coffee grinder has that? I've had this thing for years. I don't know. It's just a coffee grinder. I just used my coffee grinder. Bev, did you get my email? I'm not sure. When did you send it? When I was teaching, oh, God. Ooh. A pad fell out of my pants. Everyone was screaming. So embarrassing. Oh, my God. Oh, you poor thing. On it tonight, Freaky. You're so funny. Right. Chill time. Yep. She's a brick house. I tell you, folks, when I want to get work done and there's nobody but me home, I play that funky playlist from Freaky Friday. Don't forget. Okay, I'll check. I haven't checked my mail there today. Oh my God, I'm getting jowls. Ooh. Oh, anyway, I put on my funky playlist, and don't forget on December 18th, we're going to have a Festivus Friday on Cooking with Cannabis. They're all crowded around it like it was some kind of strange thing from a movie. I actually, when I was in the 8th grade, there was a girl in our school that was like 15 and still like kind of in the 3rd or 4th grade. And she came on her period at school and had a panic attack. Thank God I'm the one who found her in the bathroom because she had no idea. And I thought, how the hell could her mother not prepare her for this years ago? So we get jowls beginning at 25. Ribby! Hey, darling, how are you? Helen Burke. Ow. So, anyway, Howie has just picked up my pizza, I'm pretty sure. Bev, your coffee grinder, did you use the regular blade or spice attachment? I only have one attachment, and that's the cup with the grinder piece in it. There is no extra attachment. That's what I'm saying. As a matter of fact, the lid cracked, and I had to. If you go back and look at that video, you'll see a piece of black Gorilla duct tape holding the part down. Embrace the grace of aging. Well, I mean, come on. What's the point of trying to fight it? I mean, some of my favorite actresses are women who have not. And if they have had work done, it's not obvious at all. Like, I mean, you look at, like, I just watched Sons of Anarchy. Katie Seagal had some kind of neck lift here or something. I mean, I know that Sandra Bullock has obviously had her nose shaved and all kinds of stuff because I look back at Sandra Bullock in Love Potion #9 and she was beautiful. Why she had to change, the fit? Why? Why? Look at Julia Roberts. Look at Jennifer Aniston. Shirley MacLaine. Stunningly beautiful women. And all aging naturally, I hope. No, I didn't get a new crock pot, but Nancy also cleans at the... Did you go in your crate to get that liver tree? Oh, you clever girl. Nancy works at the Rupert Hall, cleans at the Rupert Hall twice a month. And the Rupert Hall is like a community-built community center with like a library and a secondhand store where people donate stuff. And she says 9 times out of 10, there's always a crock pot in there. Do you want me to keep? I said, yes. The older, the better, as long as the carafe can come out to be washed. Under pressure. It's obvious I've had nothing done that wasn't done by nature. Oh, yeah, I know. I was kind of okay with the first couple of molars, losing the first couple of molars because it gave me dimples. But now my face is caving in. Meryl Streep looks beautiful, and she doesn't look like she had plastic surgery. I've always loved Meryl Streep until she started singing. Yeah, I can't watch her sing. It just drives me. It's just like, to me, it's nails on a chalkboard. Jamie Lee Curtis is another really beautiful woman. Are you sure Meryl Streep is human? I don't know. Have you ever seen Postcards from the Edge? Meryl Streep and Shirley MacLaine? They're a really good movie, except when Meryl Streep sings, right? Do you want a new crock pot, Mom? Yes, hun. Briar comes home with a pot of crack. No, Briar would. That's doing my son an injustice. He's, if nothing, really focused on the things that are important to him, right? He wouldn't mess something like that up. That's not the way his ASD works. He just has more social anxiety and dealing with people. He has social anxiety. It was the ABBA songs about Meryl Streep. Oh my God, no. It's like I would really love to see Mamma Mia, but not with Meryl Streep. I know I was purely joking, Bev. Just came. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. But I mean, I've told Howie I want a crock pot for Christmas. He said, okay. I said, get it from Value Village. And he went, what? I said, yeah, the older the better. As long as the carafe part comes out. The old ones are the dinosaurs. It's freaking embarrassing. I got this old beat up. Okay. I had this crock pot, the one that I use right now, that used to have a green carafe in it. And I bought that for $5 at a yard sale. And when that puppy cracked, okay, and I've had it for about 4 or 5 years. There was a day when our Briar had been working with the good son, Alex, right? And we call him the good son to distinguish him from the fact that he's not actually our blood son, okay? So he brought Briar home from work one day, and they had been tearing down a cottage, and he gave me the brown carafe with the lid, and or the brown carafe. And he said, hey, Mama, can you use that? I said, absolutely, put it up on that shelf. And when the green carafe cracked, the brown one went in. Now, it's a little bit smaller than my thing, the heater part holder. And the lid's a little bit bigger, but it works. And people were getting down on me for my ratty old crock pot because the paint was peeling, a handle was missing. I dare not wipe the drips off the front or the paint will come off, right? People were getting down on me. What's the only man standing? My old $5 one with the carafe and lid that Alex gave me. But it's embarrassing because I'm the crockpot queen and I need at least 3 operating crockpots at any given time. I just got a nice old crockpot off of Facebook Marketplace for $10. I was so excited. Wow. Your coffee grinder, did you use the regular blade or spice attachment? Okay, Marilyn, I'm going to answer this once and for all. My coffee grinder only has one attachment, the detachable stainless steel cup with the grinding blade in it. There is no other spice attachment. This is an old KitchenAid coffee grinder, old as in the last 10 years, and there are no extra attachments for it. Love you, Bev. Hey, mate. Hey, Kel, how's it going? I'm thinking about getting a freeze dryer. What's your thoughts on that? You know what? Do it, man. Just kidding. I'm actually thinking of it too, because it actually, like, dehydrating is much better than canning because it stores more nutrients. But freeze drying? Oh my God, I would love that. But the thing is it's just Papa and I. But in the future, if we start, say, going to Florida for the winter, it would be nice to have all my freeze-dried stuff stored right in the RV and, not worry about, or know that I have good quality food going with me, right? And of course, I'll, take my little freezer with us somewhere. We'll put it in the dining room or something, and make sure I do a good shopping before I come back. I have the crock pot that my husband had before we got married. It must be 35 years old. Diane Keaton. Yeah, I love Diane Keaton. Bette Midler. Goldie Hawn is another person who's had a lot done to the point where eventually time catches up with you regardless, right? So why not just embrace it as it happens? Most amount of taste and doesn't destroy the texture with water crystals. Yeah, I did answer like 3 times, Ahmad. So I had, but the very first crock pot I ever had, my father gave me. My dad was one big one for giving out crock pots for weddings and Christmas and stuff. That's where I got it from. I give everybody crock pot. Art Breyer's got a crock pot. Arthur's got a crock pot. So, but the crock pot Dad gave me, the carafe never came out. It was a solid part of the cooking element. It was fused to the cooking thing. That's just the way it was. So, that was my very first one. But once I found them that they came out, the carafe parts came out. Oh, hell yeah. I have gone, I bet you, 1, 2, oh my God, I bet you I've had 15 crock pots. Maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration, probably closer to 9 or 10 over the years. Got to remember, I've been working with crock pots since I was 22. That's 34 years. That's a lot of crock pots, man. Crockpot queen. So I kind of sent it out in the family email today that it's embarrassing. I showed a picture of my crock pot. I almost used it today for the post because it's so this year when we've been talking about thinking outside the box for the holidays, I bought Howie a snowblower for Christmas. Now it's secondhand, but it's what he needed. It's barely been used. It's only 1 year old. And it was like from an Ottawa residence where it was just too big for their driveway because they only had like a little laneway. So it was like, and it had been winterized and everything properly. Merry Christmas, honey. I'm getting stainless steel on my island. Merry Christmas, me. I'm getting my house cleaned. Merry Christmas, me. I'm doing practical this year. Just got used to dehydrating. How difficult is freeze drying, Bev? It's just a bit, it's actually not a whole lot different than dehydrating. Now, freeze drying, you can start from raw. I was watching, I think it was Living Traditions Homestead. But they have a freeze dryer, whoever it was that I was watching, and they said you can put the stuff in raw, right? But then the machine has to work longer to freeze it and then dry it. So it's faster and takes less work if you put the trays of your vegetables, your raw eggs, whatever, on cookie sheets in the freezer, flash freeze them, and then put them in, and it takes time off of the process. But I'm thinking about it. I'm actually thinking about it. So it's a laugh at my house. Yams were harmed. No yams were harmed in the preparation of the casserole. Blah. That doesn't sound good. Flour sack towels. Baking bread. Dogs were being naughty. I thought I grabbed the oil and it was Mr. Clean. Oh, no. Oh, honey, that's tragic. So I haven't decided because a freeze dryer, I will, even if I got one, I would still dehydrate. I would still can because there's just certain things I do, right? However, I think having a freeze dryer would be a good idea. However, a small one is never going to be able to keep up with the kind of volume that I do. But the trick is even if your volume of your freeze dryer can't keep up with your harvest, you just chop, blanch, or chop, freeze, throw it in the freezer on the tray. Like, get them pre-frozen. Pre-freeze them, and then all you have to do is keep swapping out the trays. Right? Bought potatoes today to can. Oh, good for fish and meat. Yes. Yeah, Mama, you want some flour sack towels. It's good to make cheese. Absolutely. I don't make cheese, though. But I do strain maple syrup, and they would be good for that. Yeah, I know. They start at like $2,500, right? So that's been my problem all along, is the absolute cost. Every single year for the last 3 years, I have emailed Harvest Right and said, you want to give me a freeze dryer? I will make sure you get lots and lots and lots of coverage. No, sorry, they're just too popular. They don't. Why give one away for free? They can barely keep up with the orders, right? I became a Thrive Life consultant over a year ago. I'm hooked on the food. Bev, sis wants to know if you need a flour sack towels. Sure. Absolutely. So, take care, Stephen. Mwah. So anyway, it's been an hour and 3 minutes, and I want to go have a cup of tea with Nancy before she leaves. And so I'm going to say, for all those who care to, please help me close with some spiritual nourishment. Now remember, this is not about the differences in our faiths. It's about the similarities in our faith. Let's celebrate the similarities by coming together and shining our light. Okay? Please don't let the fact that I call my higher power God or chief or hey you or whatever sway you from the fact of adding your energy to this light, right? Because the more we shine our light, the more we push back at the darkness that is surrounding our world today. All right? So, and remember, tomorrow we decorate that live. Okay, so I got to try and get the lights on it tomorrow. All right. Deep breath. Hey, God, it's us. Thank you, God. Thank you for Nancy and Franny. Thank you for my husband and my friends. And thank you for all the wonderful people that YouTube has brought into my life, the blessings are daily. The blessings are daily. So God, I'm going to keep it real simple. On this day of Thanksgiving for our American friends. Well, let's just say on this day of Thanksgiving. Because you know what? We can find a reason to be thankful every single day, God. We need to find a reason to celebrate every day, even if it's just we got out of bed under our own steam. So God, lift us up in your love. Wrap us in your love. Help us see the reasons we need to be thankful and to celebrate all the good things in our life, not mourn what we can't have. Help us to shine our light. Let us be vessels of your peace, your patience, your tolerance. Amen. Shalom, namaste, peace be with you, merry meet, blessed be Miigwech. Whatever your salutation is, let our commonalities help us link hearts and link hands and shine our light bright as like we've never done it before. Let's shove back the darkness. This is the Missing Movie from our half-acre homestead saying see you tomorrow when we decorate the YouTube family Christmas tree. Take care. God bless.